recently.
Legit wonderful.
Yes.
Enjoy yourself.
Don't enjoy yourself. You're only allowing these people to just make more of this with this secret Saiyan who's stronger than freaking SS Blue Vegito.
Cool.
And he's just in the shadows and never mentioned and in his secret prison.
Cool. Cool.
This is what we're getting.
Yep. But people recognize it's a fun joke fluff. Who gives a shit? As opposed to, here's Jiren, the greatest villain I've ever seen.
But he is, though.
Cool. Yep. Get in there.
That sounds like a very similar to reaction that you just had about Dragon Ball Heroes, though, so I'm confused.
No. I was talking, DA showed me another Heroes thing, and I'm just like, cool. No. Super is trash.
There's the tenors of BG's cools that you have to like really listen for the subtlety. Cool is like, yeah, he's okay with it. Cool is he's pissed off at it.
Be in there. Trunks and Vegeta's fuse, cool. Get in there.
Jiren?
Yep. No.
Anything Jiren is like, nah. My girl Belle took me straight to the top.
Why am I not surprised, Belle?
They weren't ready for it.
You almost lost to a Ganon.
You don't. That's the story of my life.
You're almost losing to a Ganon?
Almost losing the Ganon. Because if you, no matter who you are, you're always one hit away from almost losing to a Ganon. It's not fair.
Is Ganon really that?
I'm just imagining like just milestone moments of your life, like graduating high school. You almost failed. It's just your teacher stamping an F on your paper. Doria!
Go to your job interview for your current job, and he's just waiting there behind the door, charging the kick, just waiting.
All right, let me open this door to the workshop. No! Pokemon had another little trailer thing. Showed off some new Dynamax forms, which are like the giant forms. Charizard looks fucking
So dumb.
I'm so
I
tired
hate
of
all
Pokemon.
of it. How y'all hitting 1,000 with all the humans and the Pokemon are just stinking up the joint. That coffin looks so dumb.
I like Dynamax Charizard. He looks pretty fucking
They
sick.
keep willing out Charizard.
And I'm okay with that.
Yes.
I'm sick of it. Blastoise and Venusaur gets no kind of love. Char is always Charizard, and I'm sick of it.
It's because Charizard, man.
Yeah. Charizard the best.
He's not the best.
He is the best.
Charizard the best.
He's not.
But
He is.
So they showed off a bunch of different Dynamax forms, and they have ones for the Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee. And I just love the fact that Let's Go Pikachu's Dynamax form is just original fat Pikachu.
Seriously,
It's
it's
all
amazing.
it is.
Can we talk about Meowths, though?
I hate it. It looks so stupid.
Long cat.
I hate it.
Very long cat.
Yeah.
Like, Pikachu's like, oh, okay, that's a cute callback. Meowth. Wait, guys, what the fuck?
That's the, you know. That was the drugs finally kicking in. Like, they had some good designs, and then, like, at the peak of the creative portion of their high, they made Sirfetch'd, who's amazing. And then then they lost the buzz, and Dynamax Meowth came out of it. Robert Downey Jr.'s Doolittle.
Oh, did you
The
see
accent
the Reddit?
the accent is the thing.
Uh-huh.
See the Reddit stuff.
No.
Wait, what?
The Reddit stuff surrounding Doolittle. There was a dude that was working on a production company, and he just started releasing information. So the director was a piece of that clearly was out of his league and did not know what he was doing and
great.
micromanaging everything. So they would be shooting for the day, and the people would go, so where are the animals going to be placed? Because we need to know where Downey's going to be standing so we can place the animals there in post. And he goes, we'll figure it out. Let's get this shot of shooting. And there's like 5 stories of that.
Interesting.
We'll feel it out. Great.
The dude ended it with, I don't know who the production company is that they brought in, but if they can make it even watchable, they all deserve a raise. So he's thinking this is gonna be a dumpster fire.
Interesting.
I'd believe it, which would be very sad for Downey. I feel like he'd just kind of be annoyed.
Who cares? He doesn't care.
He doesn't.
Need it.
He's
This
made
dude
his
is
money.
doing. This is a passion project out there.
Yeah.
He's just like, whatever, freaking dog movie, polar bear, let's rock it.
Yeah,
He don't need this.
He's set for life.
Oh yeah, he's done. He's 100% done.
If they just go, this guy's eating 5 devil fruits, nobody wants to see that. Because it's such a
you
drop
say
from
that.
the Oda quality.
You say that.
You say that, BG. We got Jinbei fans out there.
You have
Pumping
Jinbei
they fist.
stands out there. People who stand
Everybody
Jinbei.
wants to see SS5 Goku.
Everybody's waiting for that next one.
I think people just want Super Saiyan 4 back.
Oh, definitely. It's the best form. It's the best form.
It's the best form.
I just
But nobody-
on that
Go
note,
ahead.
you guys just put out the first episode of A New Revisited.
Oh, it was so fun. It
Was it,
wasn't
DA?
fun at all.
Was it?
I got so angry, and I'm like, I hate feeling this way. Then I just got drained of energy. I'm like, well, at least I know that I'm not a murderer or anything. It's like, all right, take me in, officer. I did it. Because I just got drained for like 5 minutes. I'm like, I gotta keep the energy up, and I'm just like, oh, BG, go on a huge rant. And BG's like, well, that sucks. Pause, look at me. I'm like,
Oh no.
take the ball, BG.
Oh no. No, sir.
You
Because
dribbling the rest of this shot clock out, my friend.
The issue with that was you went 4.5 minutes. We played about 20 seconds. I went for maybe 40 seconds, and then you jumped right back in. So I'm like, oh, he's got more in him. And then for the beginning of part 2, you go on another rant.
Oh,
And then you just, for like 5 minutes, go, yeah, I don't know. And I'm like, oh, he threw.
Oh, he used it all up. He got nothing left.
You threw it all at
I'm
the
not
spirit
an
bomb and still
I'm
had
not an
14
angry
episodes to
person.
go.
But this dude was talking all this hot nonsense.
Yeah, it was terrible.
And I just exploded like 3 times. And then I just went, and it wasn't like fun. Genlock sucks. Oh my goodness. This was like, dude, you're doing stuff that legitimately pisses me off.
He was so mad.
Did y'all see that updated Sonic?
yes.
I was gonna
No.
get to that after this.
Okay.
We stand with movies.
Alright. Yes. He looks so much better.
Look good.
Oh, what
It
happened,
looks
EA?
big good.
You were the
Oh,
one
no,
talking about.
no. I said it looked fine. Now
Uh-huh.
I'm saying it looks good.
Bruh.
I never said that looked good.
Bruh.
I was on the fine train.
That train was a crashing. Because he wasn't fine.
Yeah.
He wasn't okay.
We still doing this.
He wasn't a 5.56.
We still doing
He was a 2.
Yes.
That is
That looks so much
very
better.
correct.
It looks so much better.
I said there was always room for improvement.
You're
That I always said.
There was
that.
only room for improvement. That was a lead titanium inlaid fucking ground you had to dig to get worse.
It wasn't gonna be worse, kid.
Google was saying how their technology is going to be so advanced that they're going to have something called negative latency, which doesn't fucking exist.
Mm-hmm.
Latency, by its very definition, is delay. You can't go negative with delay. It's no longer latency at that point. And at that point, too, what they're saying is the game is going to play itself. So, BG, if you for some reason decided to get Stadia and got Mortal Kombat for it and wanted to be the best online at Google Stadia Mortal Kombat, your inputs will be predicted. How does that make you feel?
It ain't gonna happen. So who cares?
Oh no, I
That's like
think that technology could feasibly happen. I just think it's stupid.
I don't think it could because
Like
I feel
think
like to be-
it's not going to be
Go ahead.
stupid accurate, but like based upon how you're playing the game, trends of like how you play certain things, and like it gathering information, I can totally see an algorithm guessing what you're going to press, and like I would assume there's probably like contingencies where it do like 1 or 2 inputs or 1 and 2 commands. Say if you're like pressing a bunch of buttons and then stopped, it would do like 3 more things and then stop when it realized, oh, you're not sending shit and like you're not inputting stuff anymore.
Yeah, no, that's not.
I just
gonna
don't
work
think
for
it's
fighting game.
Yeah,
That's not
or
gonna,
shooters.
if you're playing a shooter and you get shot to the side, are you gonna run? Are you gonna turn around and try to shoot back? Are you gonna jump? Are you gonna duck? We don't know. So whatever. Just this is what we think based on your data.
Yeah, I mean technically too. That kind of technology has existed in shooters for decades. They're called aimbots, and it's true.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
I want to talk about it so bad.
I'm so glad y'all suffered with me. A little later than I'd like, but you guys experienced
So
it.
again, it's like for me, suffering is a strong term. There is just utter fucking confusion is where I'm at right now.
Really?
Yes.
Okay, can we get like a brief overview then?
No.
No.
Okay.
No, we need
Okay.
to save it. We need to save it.
Okay.
I'm just leaving it at that. Utter fucking confusion.
Can I say one thing about this? And I don't know if BG knows about this or not. You know that superhero at the end where he came in and the biggest, baddest robot, and then he's in a coma at the end? You know who voiced him? The dude whose idea was that whole series. That was his.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Podcast of Stuff, episode 175. This was a really dry news week, so I hope we got shit to talk about.
We'll always find something.
We
I
all
went-
saw Sonic. We could talk about that.
Oh yeah, that is happening.
There's not a lot to talk about.
There's
yeah.
enough.
There was I can't talk. What's new? Yeah, when I was going through Twitter and stuff, I'm just like scrolling through, and I like got through the week a lot quicker than I normally do. I'm like, oh,
Just started sweating. Like, oh.
yeah, not a whole lot. So yeah, that's kind of the. So I guess before we get to Sonic, has everyone here seen Birds of Prey?
I have. DA will not.
I'm not gonna. I don't wanna. So I'm not gonna. I'm not bound by some dark contract to watch all the movies like BG. I ain't gotta. I don't wanna. So I'm not gonna.
It's not Suicide Squad. It's
That's fine.
okay. It's
That's
safe.
fine.
Yeah.
It won't hurt
It's
you.
really-
Sure. All right.
That's really okay.
I'm not in the mood for okay.
So
And you
that
should
was just
really
that.
watch the Fantasy Island. That movie's terrible.
I don't know what that is.
Oh,
It's
I
terrible.
saw a preview of it. It's like people go to get to this island to get their fantasies fulfilled, but it ends up being like these like dark, twisted versions of their fantasies, and they have to complete them or they die or something along those lines.
That sounds pretty good.
It's not.
I'm so sick of them just ruining pretty good ideas.
And actually, really thinking about it, there's like a lot of like thriller.
What's that number
horror-
right there, BG?
9% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Oh,
Nah.
the Fantasy Island.
Yes. It's terrible.
Was that the Pray for Me this past weekend when you said you were going to watch some movies?
Yes. That was part of it. I thought Gretel and Hansel would be awful too.
It looked pretty good.
It was all right.
Oh no, this is a Blumhouse film. They buy mad cheap films and then just reap mad budget. So
But they're also super hit or miss.
mhm.
And this is a super
Yeah,
miss.
so you gotta. Oh boy, did you walk into it going, or did you go, all right, trash time?
No, I walked in with too good, too bad. And that was one of the bads.
Well, at least you weren't blindsided.
Were the ones that were bad the bad ones?
No, yeah. But
Okay. I was about to say, oh
the
no.
problem was that Gretel and Hansel was not as bad as I wanted. It was actually pretty good.
Okay.
That was literally the only problem.
Okay. So yeah, just I guess briefly talking about Birds of Prey. Granted, this is about the lowest bar as possible, but way better than Suicide Squad, for sure.
Absolutely.
Not hard. I thought it was fun. Like the movie didn't take itself too seriously. Had some fun characters. I feel like DA would have loved Huntress because
I mean,
she is a lame-o.
This is the second time in like 3 days that somebody pointed to me and went, watching this movie, you're gonna like this character. It was my little brothers with Moana. Have you seen Moana?
Like forever ago, yes.
It was the giant crab. They were like, you're gonna like that giant crab. And I like the giant crab. About one of the only things I liked in that movie, but whatever.
But yeah, Huntress, like when she's fighting, like stone cold-blooded assassin, but she tries to be cool so hard and just sucks at it. They literally have a part where she's like talking into a mirror. She's like, "Do you know who I am?" No, that was stupid. Do you know who I am? She's like, practicing trying to be serious and cool, and every time she fucks it up. She was my favorite of the characters that were in the movie. But yeah, I thought it was funny. The rated R rating was needed. Suicide Squad probably should have had it. Because some of the humor they wouldn't have been able to do. I think so.
Like,
I mean, a lot of the
Boil
brutal
away. I'm not
cussing, a
gonna
lot of
watch
the
this movie.
violent humor. What's his face getting blown up. Some of the
they can blow people up without needing to show the guts and stuff.
Yeah, but I think that was the point, though. They wanted to.
Again, that's not a need. That's a want.
I'd have to watch the movie again to like really get all the scenes, but I feel like that helped.
Yeah, I'm sure it helped. That it's not necessarily a need, though. I feel
Yeah.
like 85 to 90% of the humor would have worked without it.
And I love how They avoided showing Leto's face like the damn
Oh
plague.
man!
You see the back. Well, maybe the back of his head. That scene could have been reshot for all I know.
Or just a dude in a green wig.
It was they reshowed the scenes of Harley falling into the vat where he jumps in and gets her. And they just show the scene of him grabbing her from the chemicals, and all it shows is the back of his head.
That's
Uh,
correct.
Yeah. But yeah,
It
like
looks as though that may not have been him at all.
yeah, way better than Suicide Squad. I'd say definitely worth a watch.
No,
Alrighty then.
don't wanna, ain't gotta.
So I'll just go through the brief little tidbits of news before we get to the actual main thing I want to talk about. My Hero movie out in theaters next week. Already got my ticket.
Is it last week already?
Yep. Next Wednesday.
I guess I'm going by myself.
When is it?
Next Wednesday.
Is that the only
Next
day?
For Dub?
I'm not sure.
They like alternate the days.
I want to go, but I work on Wednesday. Of course, I gotta work on Wednesday and only Wednesday. Let me
Yeah,
check.
I just got my ticket for Wednesday, so I don't know. The listings don't, at least when I was looking on Fandango, the listings don't say sub or dubbed, so not
I
sure.
think they do. I think they say
I just searched the movie and then looked. They weren't listed. But I already got my ticket, so whatevs. So today there was a Animal Crossing Direct for the new Animal Crossing game.
Oh, was
and
there?
Boy, like, I got a few little things from IGN, but all of a sudden my timeline had a slew of Isabelle stuff.
There was
whatever
not
reason.
a slew on purpose, because if it's that like thing, I ain't got nothing to do with that. I retweeted maybe 2 things. That's it.
I'm still seeing your likes, so I got a slew.
Well, that ain't my fault. I can't do anything about that, Mike.
Also, you can get you could just take that picture of Isabelle, go to some printing store, and make your own life-size cutout, man.
I don't want that. I want to win it like a hero. Cause then I'm just some sad dude. Just like somebody comes to my house like, what's with the giant 4-foot dog? I'm like, well, I needed it. Well, otherwise they'd be like, well, I won it, and it's an excuse more than anything.
You're still a sad dude.
But I have an excuse as opposed to I went to a place, slapped down an image, and would give me this cutout. That's more sad than me just going,
for reasons.
It used to be this exact size, please. Please. If we hit up an early show, I can go with you.
So yeah, they mostly just showed off some different things about the game. The island customization thing, thank fucking God, just because it was cool that you could already like cross big bodies of water with your like vaulting stick, but now you can just make the rivers however the fuck you want it to be, because that was always the most annoying thing about Animal Crossing. Moving on, they revealed that the FF7 remake is going to be coming in at a whopping 100 gigs in size. Which
now, is that just for this first game, or is that what they're expecting
they haven't
all the games?
said. So I saw the headline. I would need to research into it further, but still, what is the big? I'm trying to think of the biggest game I've ever downloaded. Like 60 for sure.
Final Fantasy 15.
Probably. Yeah, I think that's like 80 with like all the DLC and stuff. Square Enix, apparently. The social media account for Atlas is encouraging people to keep clamoring for Persona 5 on Switch.
The
Apparently,
dumbest.
that's the biggest thing that they're looking at is interest.
The dumbest.
Why?
Why would you need to tweet out this crap?
Because that's the only way it's going to get on, apparently.
No, it's not. If you decide to put it on the Switch, that's the only way it's going to get on there. It's got nothing to do with a bunch of people tweeting.
They need to see interest.
No, they don't. There's literal departments of market research to go, do people want this on Switch? People's literal jobs is to do that.
Yeah, and a part of that is seeing social media.
No,
presence.
it ain't.
Yes.
No, it's not. Otherwise, why would there be remakes for Bubsy?
Somebody.
Yes, it was cost versus what we can get back from it. Is the cost of the port worth what we'll get back from it? Yes or no? They don't need to see a bunch of people tweeting.
That?
They gauge it by research.
Yes.
How is the interest in Persona 5 Strikers? How is the interest in Persona 5 New? How did Joker do in Smash? How was the reception for that? How is any other?
I said, sure, that all goes into it. But another part is actually seeing what people are talking about.
They have years of people doing that. They have years of people going, is this coming to Switch? When's it coming to Switch? Can you port this to Switch? People tweeting at them. So all of a sudden there's a campaign especially for it. When they have a literal, they can go to their mentions. They can search out Twitter at any time to go Persona 5 Switch and see the hundreds or thousands of tweets. Again, this is people's literal jobs. All this is doing is trying to get people that don't know about Persona 5 Switch to learn about it and go, yes, I want that as well. But if they just announced it and went, yeah, Persona 5 Switch is coming, people, Sony knows people want Demon Souls remake. They're not going, do you guys want Demon Souls remake? They're going to announce it someday and it's going to go, wow, Demon Souls remake, and people are going to buy it. Same thing happened with Ico and Shadow of the Colossus. Same thing happened with any other game that gets a remake or a port. Sony knows people want their products on PC, so some of their product comes to PC. Not all of them, but you guys get some. Ridiculous. This is not necessary. The dumbest.
So you're just mostly the prodding is what you're saying.
It's not even so much prodding. It's like deceptive. Not even deceptive, but it's like
viral marketing.
Something like that.
Okay.
Where it's just like, they know people want this.
So you're not discounting the fact that they can use social media to gauge interest. It's just the tactic of generating buzz.
Because they already have years, and it's like, if you guys want it, just keep asking for it. But you're Atlas. You know people want it. What, if they see 1 million tweets, they're going to do it? That's not 1 million people. And even people that do tweet aren't necessarily going to buy it. It's ridiculous.
Okay.
What happens if somebody just creates like 7 accounts? What happens if 20,000 people create 10 accounts? It means literal nothing.
Okay.
They're not going to check every one of those accounts.
It's at least how you were framing the argument before. It was just like they discount social media altogether, which I think.
No.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Social
Alright.
media is a big part of how you gauge that stuff. But again, it's people's literal job to gauge interest in everything. Forums, Reddit, social media.
Yes. Okay. All right. That was what I was
But,
combating.
no.
The only and then the only other bit of news I have is, and it's not even really news. It's just the Final Fantasy VII revealed the designs for the Chocobo and Carbuncle summons, and they look ridiculous. And people have just been that's been the latest meme that I've seen pop up every once in a while. Is just
Yeah,
different
that's what y'all get.
monstrosities.
That's what y'all get.
All right.
Going down the same Persona bandwagon. I thought you were going to talk about their incredibly strict streaming regimens.
They're still on that?
Even more so.
What? For what? For what games?
Strikers. Let me pull this up.
It's out in Japan right now.
Yeah.
I feel like Japan is different. I don't know if they would bring that over to US after how much backlash they got from Persona 5.
Okay, so Atlas shares what isn't allowed. Uploading screenshots or videos requires you to use the console's own capture and sharing function, not allowing videos or screenshots from personals, only upload videos to sites supported by sharing of the Switch or the PS4. If you do show any story things, you must clearly label them as spoilers. Footage screenshots shown must show copyright Atlas, Sega, Tecmo Koei, all rights reserved. That's all gameplay. My goodness.
Ugh.
Don't show any gameplay or footage for any property
Wait, hold on.
purposes other than showing gameplay.
How do you implement that?
Well, you
You'd
can
have to on your stream. You would have to have like just like over top of your game capture or the footage you're capturing on the game, just a copyright disclaimer.
How do you do that?
if you can only do it from your PS4.
Oh, is that one of the things you can only do it from streaming from the PS4?
Yeah, you can only do it through the console streaming thing. How do you do that?
Well, I think those two rules were separate. So it's because when you stream from the PS4, it like that thing pops up.
Yeah, it blocks certain scenes. But again, read that thing, dear.
Atlas will not allow screenshots or videos captured via personal capture cards.
Okay, and read the other one.
Uploading screenshots and videos requires you to use
uploading the videos. It's not the streaming, it's the uploading.
Then what's the...
But it says it will not allow screenshots and videos captured from your personal.
Yes, I think that's for streaming in particular. At least that's how I'm interpreting it. Like, you can't capture off of your own personal device, like your capture card or whatever.
It is possible to capture on the PS4.
Yeah, no. But how do you do the all rights reserved with the...
Because you capture it, you bring the footage over to your computer, you paste that on.
But then how do you stream?
That they don't have anything for streaming, I guess.
That was my whole thing. You can't stream without...
That means you also have to download your stream. You can't just export it over to YouTube. That's stupid.
Yeah, that's worse than Nintendo's policy.
Don't upload any background music data or gameplay for the main purpose of listening to music. Uploading gameplay to sites that require subscription service or payments to browse is counted as using gameplay for monetary purposes. Do not use gameplay footage to slander other players. If Atlas requests you remove it, you remove it. Videos that Atlas deems are unacceptable will be deleted or taken off review inquiries until the matter is addressed or answered by Atlas. If streaming or gameplay leads to monetary loss, Atlas does not hold any responsibility, nor will they pay monetary compensation. Players are not allowed to share anything about the games in game or anything afterwards.
Wow.
Strict boys.
Yeah. Like, even if you're just doing like a dumb walkthrough on YouTube, if you don't have the copyright logo,
Done.
gone.
They can just take it down.
Yeah. That is
Can't be
nuts.
Yeah. It's
It's nuts.
So that either tells me because some people just go, I'm not gonna buy that. I'll just watch it, and that's what they do. So I think they're just trying to cut down on that. But it could be either that or there's some big boy things in that game that they're like, we don't want y'all to spoil this.
Well, you know, the penis monsters. There's that too.
The penis monsters are throughout all Persona games.
Yeah.
Ain't a spoiler that they're back.
It's still Persona 5 I feel like was I'd say the second one to be like in the streaming environment, so to speak, like when streaming is super prevalent. But even then I would even say like just cuz Persona 4 was Persona 4 PS2 or 3?
PS2.
Yeah, like I feel like it wasn't as available or prevalent. Persona 5 was the first one on a main console that you could just stream right out of the box. So, penis monsters were more in view, so to speak. Maybe that's that. Who knows? I feel like that excuse is just getting weaker and weaker, though, because people have been saying people will just watch the game and not buy it for like a decade at this point. It doesn't seem to be the case.
But I think it might just be if we lose out on one sale, then we've lost out on money, and let's try to limit that as much as possible.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, that's all.
No, Japan sucks. They're so draconian when it comes to interwebs.
Yet
said
they
that was
have
the
like the
exact
most,
same way.
except they have the fastest and best infrastructure for internet.
They suck.
I want
America wins again.
I want their infrastructure so bad. I hate
Yeah,
the internet here.
No, you're gonna get your Comcast and AT&T. You're gonna like it, squeezing all the little folks out. Dude, America's so incorrupt.
Indeed.
It legit sucks.
Did you
Yeah,
see
a
what
lot of-
Harrison Ford said about Forrest Ghost, Mike?
It was great.
My goodness.
I don't know
He's
what the
not
fuck a
even
Force Ghost is, and I
halfway.
don't want to know.
He's like, I'm done with this. So what are you asking me this crap for? Ask me about my dumb dog movie.
I'm about to shoot Indiana Jones. Start asking those questions.
I
That
don't
dog
know what
looks
a Force
terrible,
Ghost
by the way.
is, and I don't care.
Wait, what?
I have no idea what a Force Ghost is, and I don't care.
I don't care. You've seen
How
the
much-
trailers for that dog movie, right?
Yes.
The dog looks so bad. There's
Yeah,
some
it does.
uncanny valley with that dog.
Yeah,
I don't
but
like it.
it's a Harrison Ford movie. They're like, you're gonna see it, or you're not. The dog isn't make or break for anybody, unlike
I-
Sonic. So they were just
Truth.
like, throw it in there. But how is Harrison Ford on panels? Just like the Star Wars. What's that big Star Wars gathering called? Star Wars Fest. Star Wars.
No
only
clue.
something? I forget what it is, but it's like this huge Star Wars convention thing, and they have people on the panels just talking. I gotta know now. Star Wars.
Why he doesn't know
Hurry
what
up
they
and
are?
load. No, I gotta know what that.
Just keep
convention is
going
called.
though.
Yeah, but I want to know now.
I'll
But
tell
anyway,
you, my motherboard is probably dying.
but yeah, people just asking questions. He's just sitting there, the stone face, like what is that? What is that saber that you guys are holding? What's that? just not giving half of that's not fun. If a childhood hero and a movie that you liked and a character that you liked is like, I've got no attachment to this. That's not fun.
That man is very set in his ways. You go back to so many different interviews. It's like once he's done with the project, he's like, just shut up about it. I want to move on to something else.
I couldn't see that. In the My Little Pony conventions, there's some people that just clearly don't watch it, but they'll fake some answers. They'll have some fun with it. Him, I could just imagine him just going, I don't know, just leave it at that.
Yeah, he's definitely the gruff uncle of actors.
When you have enough money, you just don't need to care anymore.
Yeah.
When you have enough accolades, you just don't need to care anymore. Star Wars Celebration?
Yeah, that's what I was just looking it up because you're that. Yeah, because it's just called Star Wars Celebration. This big
Star Wars is terrible.
And we're not this in the time we're nor the place.
What is it then? It's 30 minutes left and we got nothing.
Hey, we got one thing left.
What's that?
Sonic.
Dude, it was straight. There's not much to say.
I loved this movie.
Yeah, that's a little far.
That's
Well, he can love it. Ain't
Yeah.
nothing wrong with that.
There was so many little things that I caught watching. It's going to be spoilers, by the way. I did not think that they would show echidnas at all, and they did, which surprised me. Which that brought up question one: what the fuck did they look like before the redesign?
They probably looked very similar. I mean, they were all in masks and stuff.
The eyes,
Now-
though, were Knuckles looking, like legit Knuckles looking.
Potentially not, because here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that they went a little more human-like for that bar scene, so it won't look as out of place that he just has a hat on. Because that's his entire disguise. So if it's just like he's a small dude with a face convention, and he's got the little beady eyes, that makes more sense than the huge eyes. That's what I think that was. Or it could have all just been fake from the beginning, and they just had that design just ready to go.
No, they pushed back everything, kid.
Yeah, I don't think
We'll
they.
see if there's concept art and all sorts of behind the scenes stuff on the DVD Blu-ray. We'll see then. That's what I'm waiting on.
I don't know, like the fact that a company went under to fix it.
It wasn't just because of that. It was a bunch of
It
other
was other things too, but Sonic was one of the reasons. like, That
or
to
all
me
from a
speaks
company that
more
did
than,
that.
thoughts on, oh, they just did a really weird viral marketing of, look at this shitty design. Oh, wait, we'll fix it. Wink. I don't think that's the case.
But that was also the company that did Cats.
Yes, it was.
I
And Lion
think
King.
that was a much more had a bigger impact than Sonic.
I don't know. It was finding post versus getting extreme backlash pre-movie. We'll see, but I've never subscribed to the idea of they released a shitty design on purpose.
I'm going back and forth on that.
But yeah, because to me too, what kind of lends credence to that is the owl, whatever, I forget her name, but she looked uber realistic. Like how Sonic looked now versus against that owl, I could tell. I'm like, oh, they didn't redesign her.
Didn't need to.
But that to me says, like, if they had a dumb fake design for Sonic, why would you have dumb fake designs for the rest of them?
I don't know what you mean. Because
They
there's nothing to go 1-to-1 with the owl for. So they could just make that owl anything. But Sonic, you can go Sonic here, Sonic Real Design.
No, but you can
So you can
still like they had designers from different Sonic games and stuff. You can make that owl designed akin to a Sonic-esque design. That owl was made realistic, I feel, to match the air quotes realistic looking Sonic.
or it could have just been a design.
I
I
I
was just
I
like, it's
I beg to differ, but um yeah, thing number one though that I was happy about some of the different music cues. The for that scene where Sonic was a little kid running around, I'm guessing that was Green Hill Zone or like the actual Green Hill from the Sonic games. Um, was the intro music to Sonic Mania, which fucking love that song. I challenge people to go listen to that intro song and not feel happy afterwards. It's just a very positive sounding song. Anyways, DAU hit it on the head last week with Sonic walks the line between endearing and annoying super, super well, which is Sonic. It's the
that
way
is the
past
first
cool
thing.
attitude.
As I was sitting there, I was just like, pull it back a little bit. And then he would shut up for like 2 minutes. I went, appreciate it.
Yeah, Ben Schwartz did an amazing job. Jim Carrey, whatever drugs he's taking again, keep taking them.
Jim Carrey was fantastic.
It's very much
I
circa
loved him in this
90s.
movie.
Very much circa 90s Carrey. All the different scenes with the redesign to me look good. The action scenes were good. I like how they actually, the minimal story that you can pull from the games. Like the Power Rings, he didn't need them to like live, but there were instances in previous games where giant Power Rings were warp. Like they were warp zones to the special zones. They took that and quite a few other things. There were people also in my theater when I was watching it that really, really wanted to see Sonic's feet.
Yeah.
And whatever, but like when the scene where they took his shitty shoes off and he was in the socks, there were people who were like, "Oh!" I'm like,
Here it comes.
like really, like Robotnik had like a 3D scanned image of his foot that was like way more clear that no one freaked out about.
Yeah, I
But
love that his shoes were just mad, hold up, and just held together by duct tape. I really like that little design.
I love that Sonic just after like their second introduction was just only called him Eggman. Loved it. James Marsden's character was just, protagonist, which is fine. He's a straight man to all the rest of the ridiculousness. Yeah, anytime Sonic and Robotnik were on screen, gold. There is a scene in the movie that is very reminiscent of the Quicksilver scenes from the X-Men movies, Days of Future Past, and then Apocalypse. Yeah, there's one in Apocalypse. But with its own Sonic flair. He eats some chili dogs. And fight scene. There's some stuff that could have been better. I did like the warping around the world and seeing the different sites and him using his speed in certain ways.
Yeah, I really like that because when you think about it, it's like, why did he warp to the pyramids, the Eiffel Tower? It's like, well, you have to know what you're warping to, and he must have seen that those monuments. So he just goes Eiffel Tower. So I was like, yeah, that makes sense. As opposed to him just going, I don't know where San Francisco is.
Mm-hmm.
That was good.
What? There's something else that I'm thinking of. There was an. Oh, this is a real dumb thing. So when at the end of the fight scene when he powers up, which a lot of people are calling him Thunder God Sonic, I've been seeing online. they cut to show him deliberately hitting Robotnik when he's in that mode. And this is a dumb classic Sonic fact, 8 times, which is the amount of times you have to hit Robotnik to kill him for every boss fight in Sonic 1, 2, and 3. Which I was like, all right, that's cool. You get a point. But then it like cuts to him just kicking the shit like just super fast. Get to the movie. They do like a little like jazzy version of Green Hill Zone, which again, just for people that are fans, I loved it. And then we get to the end of the last scene of the movie, which is they sent Robotnik to Mushroom Hill Zone, and that costume with the mustache, I didn't think they could make Robotnik look that good.
He looks really good.
He
He looks super, super good.
dead on.
He looks super good.
Like, the
I just wish he
only
was a
thing-
little bit fatter.
Yeah, that's it. Like, that's the only thing that I could critique is like he's not as fat as, Eggman is in the games, but like if you really wanted to get picky, it's like, oh, they based it off of the Sonic 06 design, who looks like more like an actual human. But he looked awesome. And then the mid-credit scene, Tails, baby.
Went crazy.
Went
Crazy.
nuts. People in my theater were yelling, but I just kind of had like that open mouth, like, oh, look at my face. My one roommate was laughing at me. And that brings me to my second question. What the fuck did Tails look like before the redesign?
I
It's
think
like you
Tails-
figure the like grossly human limbs, like the tails. How did they?
Tails is a bit more of a cute character as opposed to a quick jive talking. So I think they would have.
I don't
Because
think
it's really
so.
just the eyes. Just make the eyes a little bit bigger and
He might have had human teeth.
The teeth are fine. Everybody
No,
shut
they're
up about
not.
the teeth.
No, they're
Everybody
not.
shut up about the teeth.
I don't
Yeah,
want
you were
man
proven.
baby foxtails. I don't want that.
I think that if the original design were in the movie, people would have gotten over it within.
No,
20
I
to
think
30
people
minutes.
would have screamed like, "No!"
Not for Tails. Not for Tails.
Yes,
I'm talking about
I
just
feel
for
like
Sonic.
they would. No, I feel like
No,
they would
They
have.
would have gotten used to it, and then by the time Tails
No.
came in, you're like, all right, whatever.
No, I don't think so.
I think so. I
don't
think so.
think so. It would have been hideous.
No, because after a while, you just go cats. Yep, they're just cats. You
No.
don't.
No, I
What's-
never got over that. I never
you
got
did.
over that.
Yes, you
No, I
did.
didn't.
No.
Yes, you did.
Not for a second.
Yes, you did.
No.
Everybody did.
No.
To the end of the movie, he's pointing out, what the.
Once fucking McCavity takes off his coat, all of us were
Yeah.
like, ugh!
No,
ah!
That's not a design thing. That's the fact
Yes,
that
it
he
is.
is now naked. That's the fact that he is now not naked. Not the fact that his head is floating above the CGI body thing. No, it's the fact of nudity. And it's creepy now.
No,
Because of the
everybody
nudity. Not
knew.
because but it's not because it looks bad. It's because that it is an act of
No.
indecency.
No.
It's both.
It's because at the end, you go, oh, that's disgusting looking. It's because
No, it's because it's weird looking because you're used to him wearing the jacket and the coat.
it's weird looking because it's a weird ebony cat body in Idris Elba's head.
Yeah, but everybody got weird cat bodies.
Yes,
with-
and they all suck.
but you get over it.
No,
until
you
you see
don't.
Idris Elba, and that clicks in your mind, and you're like, "Oh no, this is weird." That's the point where you just go, "Oh no, it is weird." Everything else, you get over it by
Again.
like 20 minutes in.
I said
No.
this before. You put your hand on the stove long enough, you're gonna get used to the burn. Hand's
Yeah.
still burnt up.
Yeah, you're not gonna feel anymore. Your nerves are gonna be dead. But
So that's what you want everybody to be, ocularly dead.
you just get over it.
Turn your brain off, huh?
Mm-mm. Absolutely not.
Yeah.
It's just like
Yeah, you want your turn your brain off.
trying to think
Yep.
of a bad anime. Airmaster. Airmaster looks bad, but after a while you just go, all right, it's Airmaster.
Never thought Airmaster looked bad.
I think it looks bad.
You know another anime that looks bad? Kenichi. You know what I thought by that anime? This looks like fucking trash.
Same.
But that's also
I never
having-
got over that.
And it's
Never.
also have a lot to do with fights, and when they're moving 2 frames and a half a second, you gotta go hold on now. Say it, move, please.
But that's the thing. Like, you're saying that like it will improve over time. That design is the same throughout the whole movie. It's shitty the entire movie, and you're
I
sitting
didn't say
there.
it would. I didn't say it would improve over time.
But that's
I
the
said
same thing
it-
with freaking Kenichi. The animation didn't improve, so the whole damn time I'm looking at it going, "This is shitty. This is shitty. This is shitty."
I didn't say improve.
And I would have said,
said
Sonic,
as
this is shitty.
noticeable.
This is shitty. And then Tails would have came up, and I would have been like, no, don't
Yeah,
do
no,
this
that
to
would
my
have
boy
been the-
Tails. No.
That would have been the re-unlocking, just like Idris Elba, just going, "Oh no, now it's weird again." That would have been it. But everything else up until that point would have just been, "Oh, it's
So that
just
proves my
Sonic.
point.
This is just Sonic design now."
That just proves my point of everyone, when Tails shows up looking like a hideous creature, people would have went, no!
But
Yeah,
guess what?
but-
Then they would have got up and then would have left.
Here's the thing: you're not really getting DA's point. DA's point isn't that new hideous design in your face doesn't make you go, "Whoa, that's hideous." Of course, you're gonna go, "Whoa, that's hideous." But once you see the hideous thing for 50 minutes, you're going, "Oh, it's just the hideous thing." You're no longer like, "Ugh." Just like
So
with
it's-
cats. When we were watching in the main character or all these other cats, it's just like.
Victoria.
It's just like, oh, the cats. But then you see Idris Elba, and it's like new disgusting thing, and we're like, ugh! So before Tails shows up, everyone's just like, oh, Sonic, his design. Until Tails shows up, and it's like, yeah.
I'm just saying that if the old design was there, the yays would have not been yays for Tails with the old design.
Probably not. But we don't know what that would have been like. Could have been fine. Like the original Sonic was fine.
No.
It was.
Which we're not getting into.
It really wasn't cute.
I still don't understand it, and I still don't understand why you think the Pokemon designs are bad. Still don't.
That's the thing that pisses me off the most.
Yes.
If you were
same
just
here.
like, they're
Across the
both
board.
terrible, I would be in.
I believe I said that.
No. You said the Sonic design isn't good.
No.
But it's not as bad as.
No, do you remember exactly what I said? I said both are bad, but the Pokemon is worse. Those were my exact
But
words.
you literally
Go
just
listen
said
to it.
the Sonic is fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay.
I've gotten over it.
Okay.
So
So
I'm in that used to it phase. If I were to see something that
old
jars
Sonic?
me, yeah.
okay. But are you saying that for the Pokemon?
No, I haven't seen enough of it to get into used of it.
But you just said you haven't seen the Sonic in a while, so you've gotten over it.
I didn't say that.
What did you just say to you?
I said I've seen it enough where I'm just in the neutral zone.
How much more of the Sonic did you see than the Pokemon?
Quite a lot. Because
Because it was
there-
memed out.
No, because you got one Sonic and 10 Pokemon. So every one is just another jarring. Oh, that's bad,
But
and now
your
it's back
whole
to
thing-
bad again.
Your whole thing was Pikachu. Are you not over Pikachu?
No, I was never over Pikachu.
That's what I'm
Pikachu's
saying.
always been.
You
bad.
saw Pikachu a lot.
But then you go, okay, I'm used to Pikachu now. Oh, that Squirtle looks bad, and now I'm back to everything looks bad,
Now,
just
now,
like cats.
now I'm not getting it.
It's exactly what the cats is.
No, because when McCavity shows up, I didn't go, oh yeah, all the cats look like.
You
I
didn't go. All the cats are naked, and they unlock something in your brain,
No,
and it looks
because
bad.
I literally focused in on McCavity and went, oh, it was laser focused on its terribleness. I didn't look at the peripheral cats and go, wait, they're all naked and look awful. No, I'm just like, that looks jarringly weird.
It didn't even re-unlock that. Wow, all the cats look like. It just was like, what the McCavity? Well, that's for you. The way that I see it is, when that happened in the original, when we were watching it originally, I had gotten used to all the cats, and then that happened. I went, holy, all these cats are naked, and this is weird again. Except for the ones that aren't, for some reason, like Shimbleshanks, the railway cat.
Oh boy.
My
So-
opinions aren't bad. I got some good ones. I get some good ones in there. Y'all saw it.
Correction, not all of my opinions are bad.
No, I understand that I'm on an island with the cats and the Sonic and the Silver Spoon. But you know what? There was that whole thing going around of this. You know what? I'm not even gonna get into that.
Why not?
Oh, uh-oh.
You guys remember that? It was some weird Nickelodeon sing along thing about eating breakfast, and it was like a wrapping fork and a spoon and a plate.
This sounds familiar to me.
Well, it was rediscovered, and people were like, "I wanted that spoon." Let me see if I can find it.
What? I'm looking it up too. Lodian spoon.
Because it sounds vaguely familiar.
Dude, I as soon as I saw it, I went, "Oh man, this is one of those things where it's just been buried there for a while."
Well, that's just like
I'm
a
gonna find this.
cartoon. Is it cartoony?
Yes.
Okay, I think I have. It's because the spoon has just like feminine lips. Really?
Show it to BG. Put it in Discord. Put it in Discord. I want BG.
What?
Do it.
Why?
Do it.
I'm doing it, but why?
You know why? This is doing it for somebody. Somebody's getting there.
It's the internet, but still. Let's see. Did it not copy? Come on. There it is. So I'm going to post this in chat.
You need to hear the song. It's gonna unlock it. I'm telling you.
I might need to go to
man.
buy.
I can do it over here.
Yeah, it's just a feminine looking spoon. Let's see, let me put...
Are you there yet?
No.
Really? You don't remember
I do
this?
not remember this.
I've never
I
seen this
legit don't
before.
remember this.
Y'all have never seen this.
I
It's
legit
breakfast
don't.
time. It's breakfast time. Okay, whatever.
I legit.
But yeah, people went crazy for a little while over that spoon. Which is the internet, I guess.
Yeah. It's like people like they're at dinner and they're like reaching for the spoon. They're like,
Oh,
I need to excuse myself.
oh, it's breakfast time.
Oh. But so after watching Sonic, I wouldn't put it as the best video game movie.
I would.
It's definitely up there as one of my favorites.
BG,
Just
would you?
because they did it. They did it
But
right.
again, I need to rewatch the two that I think is better, and I think Detective Pikachu might be better.
I feel like Detective Pikachu is better. I still think Detective Pikachu is the
Fart.
best video game movie.
Fart.
Again, people are sleeping on the original Resident Evil.
That is a thought.
It's actually really, really good. People,
I kind of
hard
forget
sleeping
that
on it.
movie series exists at times.
Of course, because the rest were trash.
Yeah, that's
You got 8 movies of trash, and then going, yeah, nah. You just automatically assume, oh no,
'Cause,
this
like,
was a bad series.
let's see, like so we got Detective Pikachu, Mortal Kombat, Sonic, Resident Evil 1,
Mm-hmm.
then like what's next? Like first Tomb Raider with Angelina. It was all right.
The new one was mediocre. It wasn't terrible.
I feel like the first one was all right though. Like it was
Okay.
more well received than the newest one. I still need to see the newest one.
The
And
newest one didn't have enough playfulness for me.
Okay. Like the next two movies that come to my mind that were like fine by our definition of fine, was just like very mediocre, is Prince of Persia and Assassin's Creed.
Ooh, Sir, Prince of Persia was not a good movie.
You know, now that I'm thinking about it.
Wow, he turned you around with the quickest.
And I was just thinking of like
Prince of Persia was fine. No, it wasn't. You right.
recent movies that were competent, but like now that I'm actually thinking about that movie,
I forgot they made a Warcraft movie.
Yes.
I
I
would-
did very well
I-
in China, and I hear it's pretty good.
it's that one's fine. I would actually put that up there. Is like in the Assassin's Creed area.
I hear Creed was
Rampage.
terrible.
It was fine.
Rampage was straight.
Hitman,
Both
I've
of
not
them.
yet.
bad.
I've not seen Rampage.
Max Payne,
Mm. Mm.
Blood Rain.
Definitely not. That's Uwe.
Are you just looking up video game movies right now?
Yes, I am. Bunch of
the next-
Silent Hills.
The next one that I
One
can
of the
think
Silent Hills. I think the first Silent Hill was actually all right.
I know some of the
Upcoming-
Japanese movies are all right, like the Phoenix Wright movie. I've heard
We're
is
not
pretty
counting
decent.
those.
Upcoming ones. We got a Monster Hunter. We got another Mortal Kombat. We got Uncharted, Tomb Raider 2, Minecraft, Mega Man, Solid, Call of Duty, Detective Pikachu,
There's a 3D Mario being made too.
and there's also a Borderlands.
Actually, Uncharted starts filming in like a week with Tom Holland. Which I'm
Holy crap! Ratchet and Clank only made 11 million.
Yeah.
That ain't make nothing.
I hear it's pretty good.
So what is actually like thinking about? Because when everybody thinks of shitty video game movies, the first thought is Super Mario Bros. What does that have on Rotten Tomatoes? I don't know.
21.
21. That's better than what was the Fantasy Island?
Yes.
Super Mario Bros. Better than Fantasy Island.
It is much better than Mortal Kombat Annihilation, sitting pretty at a 2%.
Well deserved.
It was a
Wow.
it was a movie of poor quality. Let's put it that way.
Eh, even by video game graphic standards for the time. Wow.
That movie was so incoherent.
Let's see. I'm looking
Yeah.
at the list of video game movies now. I don't even know like all of them that I've seen. I've seen Super Mario
There's a lot
Bros.
of them like mid 2000s that are just like Alone in the Dark, Doom. Just like House of the Dead, just a bunch of
Ooh,
farted out
the Rock
movies.
Doom,
Yeah.
That was terrible.
the first person
Spicy
shooter
boy.
scenes.
That's the only way that you can get realism. That's like, hey, I'm in the video game now. Pachoo, pachoo.
Wow,
That's
Super
it,
Mario
though.
Bros.
Oh no,
was
this
the
is Doom. This is awesome.
Super Mario Bros. Was the first Hollywood live-action video game movie. Did not know that. Was it? Oh yeah, the Street Fighter with Jean-Claude Van Damme.
That Street Fighter movie was terrible.
I mean, yeah.
There was one good scene, and I will remember this forever. It was, I think it was Balrog and Zangief watching the TV, and the TV was showing something that was right in front of him, and it was a truck coming towards him. And he goes, "Quick, change the channel!" And they all just looked at him. I went, that was a good, because they made him a big stupid guy. I was like, that was pretty good.
Ooh, what has a worse rating? So So Street Fighter, the original Street Fighter movie, has an 11%. Street Fighter, The Legend of Chun-Li, has a 5%.
No, no, no.
Of course it does. Why wouldn't it?
Could you not? Could you not, Jimmy?
I remember seeing, like, me and my dad went to the movie theater. I remember seeing posters for it. Like, hadn't seen a wink of advertising for it at all. And I'm like, oh, they made a Street Fighter movie. Huh. Is that the girl from Smallville? And then walked away from the poster.
I'll say this. In that movie, she starts off as a little Asian girl, and then as she gets older, it's like they show her at 10 years old and she's like a half Asian girl. Then she's grown up and she's just a white lady. And you go, what happened? That movie that's one of those ones that is like, no, this is just unwatchable.
Completely.
It's just no fun bad movie day. Just bad.
Yeah, that's one of those
just bad.
miserable ones.
Was the Tekken movie? That wasn't Hollywood. I thought that was Japanese.
What?
The Tekken movie.
No, yeah, no. It was Japanese.
Okay. It Disney acquired it.
No. I think it was a
no,
straight
that's
to
what it
video thing, but they used Japanese actors.
Okay. Oh, there was a Need for Speed movie. Doesn't that have Oh
Aaron
yeah, Aaron Paul. That was a paycheck.
He was just like, I'm the car guy, whatever, I guess.
Yeah. Hitman, Assassin's Creed, Resi. Okay. Wait, Dead Trigger was based off of a video game? What was Zombie? Oh wait, when was this game made? So the game was made in 2012, and then the movie, they just released a movie in 2019 that made $92,000.
Correct. Because I have never heard of the game nor movie.
The game started in iOS as a paid app and was later added as part of Android. The developers eventually switched to free to play. Sequel.
That was
film
probably
edit.
a movie just to get the name out.
Yeah, but the movie was made like 3 years after the game got released.
Yeah, just to get the name out to as many people as possible. Even if it made not 92,000, but if it made like 2 million, it's just like, okay, people recognize maybe they'll look more into it and go to the game, purchase some stuff in the game.
Wow. Okay. Interesting. I'm like, well, what are all these other movies? It's anime movies. So actually, on the live action thing, I actually wanted to talk about this with you guys because I was curious on your thoughts. So the One Piece Netflix live action show.
What about it?
How do you think that's going to go?
Terribly.
I don't think
Are you
terribly.
satisfied?
I don't think terribly. Oda wouldn't put his name on something that's terrible, yo. Get that out your mind.
Like, the first hurdle to me is Buggy, which is right at the start, and like making his ability
Buggy's easy.
look good on a Netflix starter show budget. Obviously, there's Luffy, but like they have to get over that hurdle.
They're talking about this is like the most expensive thing.
They're talking like 10 mil per episode.
Really?
So yeah, you can get that small Netflix budget out your mind, kid.
Okay. So like
Try again.
There's Buggy,
Buggy's gonna be easy.
Kuro. They could shorten the knives and the
Super easy.
the blades. My the first thought was like characters like Wapol that are just
That's far in the future.
disproportionately sized to other people. Big, like
That's far in the future. You ain't got to worry about that yet.
there's that's still a thought in my head. Like obviously, like there's also Big Mom, but she's way farther. But like that's the stuff in my head where it's just like, how do you translate that?
Look,
Poorly.
you're messing up, Mike. You're way too in the future. What about the Fishmen?
Oh yeah, there's that too. There's that too. I don't know. For some reason, like I think of were there Atlanteans in Aquaman that kind of had that? Not kind of, yes, kind of no.
You have
I don't know. Like
shark
they're
fisherman,
humanoid
you have
enough.
octopus.
Oh wait, no, he had the octopus. Like
Yeah,
Arlong
no.
does. I don't think Arlong would look too weird, but the octopus guy. Now that I think about it, yes.
Oh, I forgot about the
Chew
man.
with his big old lips.
Oh,
The weird boxy karate one, Karubi.
oh, boy. I forgot about the fish, but I'm like, no, it's gonna be fine. We don't start getting weird until like
No.
it's
Arlong
for-
Park.
Wow, it is Arlong Park.
You also got to make Pearl look not stupid.
You can just cut Pearl out. You don't need Pearl. Get Pearl out of here.
But they can't trim fat. They got to extend a little bit in some areas because they got to be like, all right, we're gonna mid-season this. We're gonna do 13 episodes and then 13 episodes, and that's gonna be the first season. First 13 pre-Arlong Park.
But yeah, I'm like, there is like still a shred of concern for Luffy just because I have seen movies where they do rubber abilities good and bad.
They did it pretty good in the CW. So I'm not.
Looking at you, Fantastic Four and Fantastic Four.
Fan four steak, please.
Again, they did it just fine in a CW show. I have no reservations about Luffy's show.
I've seen it done bad and good, no matter the budget. So that is a concern. So yeah,
There will always be uncanny stuff. I'm worried about them stretching his face. Crap like that. Alvida!
Oh yeah,
Was she just kind of like a fat lady?
yeah. She's a super fat, super ugly lady. That's easy enough. Kobe's gonna look weird. Axe Hand Morgan.
Cut him out. You need axe hand.
Yeah.
Well,
For Zoro.
He's not gonna have an axe hand.
He's got to. His name is Axe
But
Hand
there
Morgan.
don't have to be axe hand Morgan. It could just be Morgan the Axe or something like that. Because you gotta look at it like we're gonna be spending an inordinate amount of money for this dude who is dumb, who is of no consequence, and who's gonna die in an episode. Get him out of here. He's just gonna have an axe.
Axe Hand Morgan. His kid with his weird bowl cut, but I feel like that's gonna be easy. Melpo. Kobe's gonna be a little weird with his pink hair.
Yeah, it's the what's the female pirate's name? I forget her name already. The first one.
Who?
The fat
Nami?
one.
Alvida.
Oh, you know.
Alvida. You got Alvida, then getting Zoro, then Usopp
It's gonna be
right?
Yep.
it's gonna be a problem making Zoro's
no.
fighting style
Nami
look
next
good.
with Buggy.
Well, I
Oh
feel
yeah, you
like
got the big Raya.
his oh yeah, the buggy.
You
Yeah,
got the
his sword,
unicycle
like,
dude.
You gotta teach a dude or find a dude who can both act and ride the unicycle. That's near impossible.
I feel
Those
like
are separate skills.
I feel like for Zoro's fighting style, the mouth sword's gonna be like CG'd. Like he's gonna have a hilt in his mouth, and like that's all he's actually gonna have in his mouth, just because having the weight of a real sword, his head's gonna be like tilted if that were the case.
But they're still gonna have to make it look not dumb. Like
yeah.
when he was fighting Hachi and he's just sort of like weaving through the swords while clanging through. They're gonna have to make his fighting style look not stupid. Oh, this is gonna be a disaster.
What happened, DA? You were the one talking about. No, I don't think you're gonna. I knew off rip. This is gonna be a travesty.
Because it's like you have like sometimes doing fantastical elements is harder just for the sake of you need to add these fantasy elements. Like even a show not as out there, I will say Dragon Ball is not as out there.
Not
Like
even close.
that's still difficult. Like that's why like Cowboy Bebop, people are like, all right, that's a safe bet. Like it's gritty and realistic. It's just sci-fi. Like that, fine. Make your live action adaptation. But going straight from Bebop, Netflix is like, all right, what's the next series? One Piece. It's like, let's pump the brakes there.
Dragon Ball, they didn't even try in most aspects. They couldn't do something as simple as going put Chow Yun Fat in a ball cap and give him a mustache. This one, no, he's just this dude in a Hawaiian shirt. Oh, look, Bulma just got a little stripe of blue in her hair. They didn't even try in some aspects.
Not in the slightest. They didn't give a shit.
But what I'm saying is that's still more approachable to adapt than One Piece.
You know what ain't? That Akira movie that they've been talking about for 15 years.
Like, what would be harder to adapt than One Piece? I'm struggling to think of anything.
As far as manga?
Yeah, I get like we can limit it to that, but like there's nothing else out there that I can think of just like off rip that is as out there as One Piece.
I would have said Pokemon, but they did it. I would have said JoJo, but they did it.
No, JoJo for a Western audience would be a tough sell.
Have you seen that live action movie?
I've seen. They got the part 4 one coming out soon too.
No, it came out.
No. I'm talking about in America for DVD and Blu-ray.
I don't think but their stands looked really, really good. The hand is outstanding.
The thing is, though, for like the stands, obviously would be like they all look really weird and supernatural and what have you, but 99.9% of the characters in JoJo look like real people. That's the thing with One Piece. Is like it is so varied. So varied. Yeah, the costumes in JoJo are weird, but like the characters looks themselves.
They have human shapes.
Yeah, exactly.
Fairy Tail might be a little hard.
That's most of the characters still have like normal proportions though.
Yeah.
Oh, we're talking about proportions. No, proportions are why so many people hate One Piece.
Yeah.
So you're not gonna get you're not gonna get anything close to One Piece.
Yeah, there's nothing else that's coming to mind.
I mean, having to look at Yugi's hair for like an hour 30, that's gonna be a bit jarring.
But then that's it though.
There's no way you can live action that boy. Do I have seen some really good cosplays? Yeah, it's One Piece. it's just One Piece.
Is like Godspeed. And I mean, the next year or so we may see some stuff. But oof.
I hope not.
Chopper's gonna be weird.
Chopper's gonna be awful.
They got 7 forms.
They're
gonna short that down to 4.
Chopper is going to go from his cutie form. It's like, oh, it kind of reminds me of like the new Sonic design. That's nice. And then he goes into human form. It's like, ooh, this is old Sonic design. I don't like it. Oh,
it's gonna be a disaster.
I don't think so. I think I'm back to being it's gonna be fine.
Based on what?
Oda put his stamp of approval on it. There was like this. There was this
as
weird.
As soon as he takes
action.
it off, you're gonna be like, uh-oh.
There was this weird live action One Piece car commercial or something where they did everybody in live action. That looked good.
Who were the characters,
It was all the Straw
Were-
Hats.
including like Brooke
No,
and
bro.
Frankie,
No, Frankie. I think
Chop-
Frankie was there. Wait a second.
Chopper? Because like
Chopper
if
was
it wa-
there.
if it
He
was,
was literally a ranger with a hat on.
well, that's
Yeah, that's cheating. But
Way cheating.
if you have just Luffy, Nami, Zoro, and Sanji and Robin, they're all relatively normal looking. As soon as you throw Frankie, Brooke, and actually Chopper into the mix, then you're gonna have some problems.
oh yeah, there wasn't even Robin in here.
Yeah, so
They
that's-
really just put a hat on a reindeer. They didn't even try with Chopper. Don't hit me with this garbage, kid.
They tried enough.
That's all right. Then we're gonna go back literally 10 minutes. Freaking Dragon Ball. They put a blue streak on Bulma. They tried enough. They put Master Roshi in a Hawaiian shirt. They tried enough. Yeah, I am. I'm excited for it. I want to see what they do. What
Yeah,
they
you're
do.
excited
Be
for a
interesting
train
for
wreck.
sure.
Just
Yeah.
just look up One Piece because I don't know how to add this to Discord. Just look up One Piece live action, and it's the one with Luffy, Nami, Zoro.
There's
Everybody-
also a
And
like
they're-
theme park ride.
they're like on a rocky cliff or something with some rocks behind them and stuff.
There's also like a theme park ride where they did a bunch of the battles, and it looks really, really good.
Okay. But that's all I got. So unless you guys got something, we can end this podcast here.
You guys discussed Sonic already, then I'm guessing.
Oh yeah, you can
You know
talk
what?
about
We
it real.
didn't talk about Sonic. We completely forgot about that.
Yeah, you can talk about it real quick.
Did you all
think?
see it?
Yeah, everybody saw it.
All right. No, personally, I thought it was fucking great. Definitely above Detective Pikachu in my books.
Ooh, I disagree, but I still loved it.
See, I had this discussion at length now with a few friends. Quality, Detective Pikachu still wins. Enjoyability, and if I'm going to measure it in fun I had watching a movie, Sonic wins. Like, I enjoyed Pokemon, but I got more out of Sonic as as a character in his own movie. I got more out of Sonic than I did out of all of Pokemon in that movie.
Okay. So it's a personal enjoyability thing.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not going to say it's better. I said my favorite
Yeah.
is Sonic of the two, hands
Okay.
down. Like, it's an easy win for Sonic. I only cringed. Well, I cringed twice, but the only thing that threw me off when it comes to actually Sonic's character was the flossing.
I
When he
didn't
did-
like the flossing. Keep it.
Yeah, I did not like that at all. That threw me off. I'm like, okay, come on, I get it.
I
No.
went, y'all got one. You could do it once, and then they did it again.
Yeah,
Oh man.
Yeah,
I think-
there's definitely some like cringe humor, but it's like at the end of the day, it is a kids movie.
Yeah.
But
kids movie through
Wait.
and through, but it was fun.
yes. So
The music, the
I
action.
posed the questions
They can
to the
do it.
comp bros, but just want to hear your thoughts. Like my first when at the beginning of the movie, they show Sonic as a kid and he gets attacked by echidnas. My first thought was, one, what did the original design of the echidnas look like? And then we get to the end of the movie. What did the original design for Tails look like?
Mhm.
we had a big discussion on that.
Huh.
I'm hoping, like DA had mentioned it, we're hoping for
probably-
concept art.
I'm going to go out on a limb and bet that
Faith story.
the echidnas were like that from the get-go.
I don't think so. They look too much like actual legitimate Knuckles. They looked too much like a almost to one that you could get for like modern Knuckles in the 3D Sonic games.
I guess. I mean, as long as Tails just didn't look like that one ridiculous looking caricature of Tails.
It wouldn't be that bad, but I still think it would have been pretty bad. I'm just imagining the man baby arms and legs for Tails,
Yeah.
and then what his man baby Tails would look like.
I'd be interested to see, because I've seen some concept art from the original Sonic design of that bar fight. So I was talking to my friends about that before we went into the movie. I'm like, yeah, you guys should have seen Sonic in this fucking plaid shirt in his old design in a bar fight. I'm like, thank God that's gone. And then they walk up to that bar, and I'm like, oh no. And then he gets dressed, and I'm like, oh no. Speaking of which, okay, we've all seen Days of Future Past, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Did the Sonic going light speed jar you back to Days of Future Past as well?
Oh, it reminded me of it.
Of course.
Okay, making sure. Because that was my first
It was just
reaction.
in his own spin, though, which I liked.
Yeah.
Like
Him
him where
li-
he's like, I forget what exactly he was doing for the other two things, but then in the middle he just has sparklers, and he's like, yeah.
Mhm. Yep. I loved that. The wrapping the dude in toilet paper was a great touch. There was just a lot of really cool shit in that scene. Now, a question for you guys as well.
Mm-hmm.
His quote-unquote power, that essentially Super Saiyan 2-esque status he held there in the, when he used his power in the first place to knock out the power, and then when he fought Robotnik at the end. Do you think that was a little much?
It's whatever. He's super fast. He's super strong.
But yeah, I get that.
He's on the run.
But
He's
thank
number
you.
one.
Thank you, BJ. But I don't know. It felt like that was just a little too much. Like, what's Supersonic going to be like in that case?
I mean, it's going to be a while before we get there.
Will it, though? It could very well
No.
be the next movie.
Sonic 2, the game, was when it was introduced, and
Exactly.
Sonic 2 was also when Tails was introduced.
It was when Tails was introduced, and it's when we had to deal with Knuckles, and they've already set up the echidnas in the first
Incorrect.
movie.
That is Sonic 3.
Correct.
No, Sonic and Knuckles was game 2.
No, it was not.
Sonic
seriously?
and Knuckles was a
Added
expansion
cartridge.
game.
Yeah, it was an expansion. It
for
was still
Sonic
technically
that
part
you
of
could use
game
for
2.
Sonic 2 and 3. It came
Really?
out
I didn't know
when
it would work for
came out.
3. Huh. Still.
Because Knuckles was
be-
introduced in Sonic 3.
Could still work in the second movie, to be honest with you.
Good.
Again, they already set up the fucking echidnas.
Yep.
Why else set up the echidnas? If Knuckles was not going to be in a follow-up film, if it worked out.
Yep.
Which, it worked out, so we'll be getting a second movie. I'm
Yep.
pretty fucking sure of that.
The current gross is 128, which I believe the budget was 100.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it more than made its money back.
Yep, and it's only been a week.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna go see it again.
I actually really do want to see it again. I feel like there's more. I want to see. I should look up a picture of it. The map he was holding. I want to actually get an in-depth look at that map he was holding when he first was going over the ring stuff.
Oh, the different zones.
Yeah, I want to see exactly what was on there.
I don't need another consensual penis.
What?
Wrestling stuff.
All right. With that, what we got facts wise?
We got 56 Sonic facts. Oh boy. Don't know what happened there.
56.
Weird number.
Let's do number 50.
5. See, I was almost there, so that makes a lot of sense. Sonic's red shoe color was inspired by Santa Claus as a contrast of those colors on the bad cover of Michael Jackson. His personality was based on Bill Clinton's can-do attitude.
Huh.
Gotta go fast.
Gotta go fast.
Huh.
Yeah, that's one of those
That's what I
moments.
told Monica all the time.
Oh. You right. You very right.
What? That is so random.
You wanted random facts? You got random
You
facts.
think of like Sonic like way past cool. You don't think of Bill Clinton.
You don't think of way past cool.
Well, you do now.
And now I do. Oh boy, do I now.
Mhm.
Ben Schwartz, what was your... Can you run us through your acting method? Well, I just watched about 18 hours of Bill Clinton speeches.
All right, you're fine.
Alrighty. Thank you, everybody, for tuning into this episode of the Podcast of Stuff. We will see you next week.
Later.